Hey, everybody, welcome back in. We are indeed at Casino Arizona, hanging out at the CAZ Sportsbook and Sports Bar. Casey is here. We always do a segment with him on Monday, and we sort of recap a little bit who won and who lost. And we're not talking about games. We're talking about your wallet. Casey, how are you, pal?
I'm doing good, guys. How about you?
Well, we're great as always. How did the book do compared to the wagerers?
Book was profitable this weekend, not as much on Saturday. It was a monster day yesterday, basically just due to the Sunday night game between the Jets and the Chiefs.
So everybody was on the Chiefs?
Yeah, so pretty much during the day it was mostly like break even pretty much. But yeah, we had tons of bets on minus 6.5, minus 7.5, minus 8.5. Mahomes taking that knee at the end for them to only win by 3.
Mahomes on the slide down, basically, as far as that. Cardinals, did it stick at minus 14 before kick yesterday because they did not cover. And I think a lot of folks were wondering if Brock was going to take a knee either, but Brock Purdy went and snuck that in and blew that all up.
Yeah, so on that game, we had a lot of people on the over.
Okay.
So the over in that game was 44. And then we had the Cardinals plus 14. So you had the Cardinals not cover and the game go over on that last touchdown with the minute 59 left or whatever it was.
And then how about ASU against Cal, which I thought I picked them to beat Cal. How'd that end up?
We took a lot of action on ASU. They were plus 13 in that game, so that was a win for the public.
And how about U of A? Down there in Washington, folks thought Washington would come in and blow the doors, and they did.
Yeah, no, very competitive game. That game closed at plus 19 for
so
Washington.
It's plus 19 for Washington.
Okay,
they just
for U of A.
They seem to struggle a little bit at U of A, but and Tucson. But for those that bet, U of A, not a bad deal at all whatsoever.
Nope, not at all.
All right. So the game I wanted to ask you about was Colorado USC. That was my upset pick when we do our dog segment, or not an upset, but our dog segment. And I took Colorado plus the 21. So when USC was just blowing the doors off Colorado in the first half, was this place going crazy? Was all the money on USC, or was it on the 21 with Colorado?
They were still riding with Colorado this week.
Wow.
We didn't just sell just Colorado tickets. It was, USC and Colorado tickets combined, but more money was on Colorado plus the.
What was the over-under on that?
73.5.
I thought it had to have been.
Yeah, and it covered.
Yeah.
When's the last time, like 3 weeks in a row, we've seen 70 over-unders like 3-4 weekends in a row in college football?
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When's the last time you've seen that with that kind of over-unders on a consistent basis?
Not too much. You'll see a lot in the 60s, but not too many hit like the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the big bets this weekend was a Coastal Carolina game. The over in that was 66.5. We had a lot of over action on that. 2 missed field goals in the last 3 minutes kept that game right at 66.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy.
It always amazes me, Manuch, how the house is so precise. And look, I know you have all these algorithms that you go through and punch things into the computer and everything, but it still is amazing how precise odds makers are.
So, Casey, here's my question. It was media day for the Suns today. So you can start seeing it in the first exhibition game is Sunday, Jimmy. Is that what you said?
Sunday in Detroit.
So are folks coming in and laying wages on the season right now? Are they going to sit tight? When do you start seeing the Suns action start picking up? Media day was today, Casey.
Yeah. No, it's almost here. We don't see as much on, let's say, like the games yet.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start to see that this week, but we've taken tons and tons of Suns to win the finals at plus 650.
So you've got a lot of action on overall as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, to win the title.
And I'm a big believer the NBA season doesn't start till Christmas Day, technically, in my mind.
Yeah.
And so I would think that from Christmas on, you start to see more activity that way.
Oh, big time, especially when football starts to wind down.
Yeah.
You'll start to see nonstop NBA.
Yeah. I'm real curious also about the baseball playoffs now that the Diamondbacks are there. Will you get a lot of baseball playoff action?
Yeah, we will for sure. So far today, for tomorrow's game, we got the D-backs at plus 160.
Okay.
So we've seen a lot of bets come in on that. A lot of things that you'll see when playoff baseball starts is people betting a lot of the unders now because they'll move out the pitchers fairly quickly.
You're busy, man.
Yeah.
We got all 95 sports going at one time, give or take.
It's awesome.
Yeah. We are having a hard. Casey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Keep these guys in line on Saturdays too, right?
Will do. They got their breakfast sandwiches back. They're good to go.
Oh, yeah, they've been bemoaning the fact for many weeks. Thanks, Casey.
Thank you, Casey. Always good to see you, pal. All right, football at 50, everybody, and we've talked a lot today.